A blog about live streaming coming up. Morning, YouTube. Here with you on a Monday, 9:45 in the morning, Columbus Day. I heard something interesting on USA Today yesterday, is that Columbus, Ohio is not celebrating Columbus Day. Who knows why, whatever. That's their business, whatever they do, I guess. But I had tried this before, and this is actually my second attempt. Let me see something real quick on the computer, if I can. Let's see. Start video capture. Alright, I'm capturing video on this other camera. I think I will put it in here. You can see me pointing and doing all stuff with my fingers. That's the camera we're going to be using for the live portion of our video that will be coming up this afternoon sometime. And you guys will, well, you guys may have heard a little of Bob yesterday. We made a test video, and I went ahead and posted it. I figured, what the heck. Didn't get a lot of comments, I don't think, or it hadn't as of last night. But my idea for this is something that's different with this live YouTube experiment. Now, there's a lot of people that do the live thing and they sit around in front of the camera reading chat. That's not, to me, very good video. And I think that something like this is much better. Something where you can just sit here and, you'll have the opportunity to direct my hands, as it were, when we work on something. And I think that's a better deal. I think it's more interactive. I think that's what YouTube Live should be. And again, we're going to try this. Now, first time is not going to be live. I know I'm talking a lot about silly stuff, but it will be live between me and Bob Gibbons. You all know Bob, and we will be talking back and forth. He will be in his hometown. I don't think it's a secret. He lives in Scranton, Pennsylvania, but he will be there, and he will be at the library, I believe. He said he wants to get a Wi-Fi connection that's more stable. He was using his phone yesterday for this test, and I was trying to show him some things while we talked on the phone, but he can't do both at the same time. He can't talk on the phone and have his Wi-Fi. So anyway, he thought it would be better to have a nice stable connection from the library, and that's what he's going to do. So he in fact is at the library right now, and I thought, I got all frustrated and thinking, we got to do this now, because he had planned on doing it in the afternoon. He said, no. He said he's there doing some other stuff. He said he's going to have lunch with a friend, and then we'll do it this afternoon. I said, okay. So scared me there, Bob. Anyway, like I said, this is the plan, and this is what we're going to try to do. I'm going to try to make this as succinct as possible. My goal on this is to eventually do a live stream and have maybe Kylie sit here on the chat and with certain people saying, hey, do this, do that, and that's the plan. Now, this is going to be a simple, very simple procedure on this K488 antique electronics supply kit that I bought, the AM transmitter kit, 1 tube. And this, as you guys may recall, this when I built it, it didn't perform very well. I mean, it would work. I mean, you could sit it here and have the radio next to it, and it worked fine. But that was about it. Well, Bob has done some tinkering with his, and he didn't buy the kit. He just built his from scratch, and had, you got the schematic, that's all you need. And has been, he had the same basic performance that I did with his at first, so he had done some tinkering with it. Bill, you like that word, don't you? And where he come up with a different, not a different thing, but he changed some components around to where it works better. So that's the thing we're going to be doing with this, is modifying it the same as his. And it requires a thing like this, a little audio transformer. You guys may recall I've used this for other projects. And it also requires a resistor. So not a lot of modification, which is why I chose this to do for this first live thing, and something can be done pretty quick. And that's what we're going to do on camera. Now, as soon as we get it done, I was going to test it, but he's going to be on his phone, and I don't want to eat up his minutes, so I'll probably hang up from Bob and go ahead and test the performance then, and hopefully that will come out good. So that's the plan. Just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I'm going to go ahead and post this video and let you know. Now, there will be a live stream on my channel sometime this afternoon. There's going to be no scheduling, no, it happens, it happens. It's not going to be something for public consumption, although it will be public. You got that? I'm not going to go to all the trouble of making it private, unlisted, whatever. It's just going to be a public, we had people watching yesterday, which, it's kind of funny. But, because there's no chat, no nothing like that. But people were watching. What is it about people watching live videos? I don't know. But anyway, like I said, we're going to do that, and then I'm going to take the video down and edit it. And I edited the one yesterday because the first one on there said Bob's Test or Bob Test or whatever it was a live stream that was archived for YouTube. That's how YouTube works. Basically, you do the live stream, it archives right back to YouTube. It stays there. So unless you take it down, which I did take it down because I wanted to edit it and do which I did. This is what I'm going to do this day. Now I just want to do this to see. There was a lot of faux pas as far as lag time between, because we were using text yesterday, and Bob was seeing things and having to come back to me via text, and there was a lot of time in there. There was nothing going on, so I cut all that out. And we discovered also that the phone was too close to the Kimitech. Y'all know the Kimitech. And we're going to separate them a little bit more, and we're going to turn the volume down on the phone a bit. Hopes of keeping that more enjoyable. But this won't be a long video, hopefully, and this one will probably be longer than that one. But this is just a test, and I want to do this again. I've already told Carl, Sky Carl, you guys know Sky Carl, that he probably will be next. I told him my next victim, and then I changed it. I said, oh, no, next recipient of whatever. But anywho, that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to shut up now. I should have some video in there of this and here, and like I said, it's the camera is able to zoom in like that. I can pan left or right. I can pan up or down. So, there's a lot of different things I can do with this camera, and so I don't know that I'll incorporate a lot of that with this video, because I'm trying to keep it, like I said, everything down to a minimum. And what I'll probably do is get on the phone with Bob before we even start recording, and see what looks best to him on the live stream, because the camera will focus on this board, and when it does, it's a lot. Now this version here, I can change the settings on it. I turn the brightness down enough to where it doesn't wash out down here. It washed out quite a bit yesterday, and I had it on the tabletop, the bench top, which is a real light color, and that was terrible. You couldn't see anything. So I put my shirt down here, and that gives a little bit of a better background, I think. So let me zoom back out of here, and I just believe that's a better situation. So I got my resolution down to 4 something by something. It's still widescreen, but it's probably as low as you can go to keep the bandwidth down for Bob, and hopefully make his pleasure, or his. Although I shouldn't worry about that. He'll be on the library's Wi-Fi, so I guess that wouldn't. Yesterday we were having problems with his phone. The bandwidth was just not there. He couldn't talk back to me and watch my video at the same time that we were doing that. So we had to eventually just go to text, and so that's why I do the phone call, and he won't be on the phone, on the Wi-Fi on the phone, so he'll be on the library. So hopefully this will work. This is all sketchy, and like I said, I just want to clue you in ahead of time that it may not be as great as I think it will be, but I'm hoping it will lead to better things. And I just think there's something better out there for live YouTube streams than sitting around reading chat. I just think it is. I think there's some possibilities for this medium that we can explore a little bit, hopefully. And this is one thing that, you know, interactive electronics. I think that would be great to have a live video where, again, like I said, you have Kylie or somebody sitting here reading the chat, and he says, and they say, well, Carl says to do this, or Bob says to do that, or Bill says to, you know. It's just one of those things where I think it would be kind of neat to be able to work on something with people here. Basically, that's what it is. And you know how it is. You guys know how it is when you sit around in the garage working on vehicles, and you got a bunch of guys out there. Well, why don't you do this? And you know how that works. You know, so that's just the same kind of thing I'm looking for. So that's what's coming up this afternoon. Hopefully, I keep saying hopefully because there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of this in there to where, you know, it could go wrong. So hoping it doesn't. I wanted to do this with Bob as a way of introducing Bob to you guys. Some of you guys said, well, you don't know Bob. Every time I say, you know Bob, and you all say, well, no, we don't know Bob. Okay, well, this is kind of letting him get his feet wet, at least his voice. And I may flash a picture of him up there. That'd be kind of neat, wouldn't it? But I've already told him that I will post private. Once I get this uploaded and edited, I will post privately to him, let him approve it before we post it public. And I think it's only fair, kind of putting somebody on the spot like that, and if they see something they don't like, well, you know, I think it's best. So that's what's going on. So if you don't see anything this afternoon, you'll know something went wrong. But I think it'll work out just fine, or I hope it does. So I do have, like I say, the laptops in here. That's what I'm going to do in the live with. We did it yesterday. It seemed to work okay. Now I wasn't actually seeing the stream from it, so I don't know for sure. But I guess I could have hooked up another computer and watched the stream. that would have cut the bandwidth down. I didn't want to do that, so. It's bad enough as it is, but I've got the resolution down far enough where it should provide a pretty good picture to him, and if I'm seeing it here, it looks fine to me. So you guys, hopefully, if you catch the live stream, enjoy it. You know, that's fine, but there will be no chat. The chat will be disabled. Again, no pre-warning of when it's going to happen or anything like that. It's going to happen when it happens. But again, this is not. I just want to be above board, you know, as far as what we're doing, and let you guys know this is an attempt to have a better live stream one day that we can actually all join in and say, hey, you know, this is what you need to do, and I think that would be good. But I just think that'd be, oops, spill time. I just think that would be better overall for everybody. And then sitting around reading the chat, you know, you know, some people enjoy that. I'm not knocking that, but you know, to me, that's not my idea of what a live stream could be, and you know, that's just my opinion. But you may agree, you may not. I don't know. So, Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully you'll catch the live stream if you want to watch that or whatever. And sometime later this afternoon, I will have the edited version of our foray into live streaming with Bob Gibbons live. So that's the plan. You guys, until then, have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya later.